What happened? What happened? I don't understand it. We're 2-0 up. We're cruising. We're playing liquid football. And just like at Anfield, a 2-0 lead isn't converted into a 3-0 lead, which effectively ends the game. Jump to result, right? And then we're pegged back to 2-all. Oh, guys, you're joining me with about probably 10 minutes to go. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 minutes of injury time. We've got Reece Nelson and Fabio Vieira coming on now. We're not playing good football. We're really not. Since the West Ham second goal, actually, no, since the first goal, really, we've looked so average. And I just don't understand how. How has that happened? How do you go from quite literally in the first 20 minutes playing some of our best football, scoring 2 beautiful goals in the first, 10 minutes? And it looked impossible, unthinkable that West Ham could mount a comeback. And I would have put a lot of money on us going on to win this game comfortably. But now we're looking at, like I said, probably less than 10 minutes to go now. We're looking at dropping 4 points in 2 games after having 2-0 leads in both of them. And in my opinion, most likely this is going to have such a mental knock-on effect that we're just not going to have enough. We don't have the experience, maybe. We're too young. And obviously, it's not over. We still have a safety point if we hold on to a draw here. And City obviously would have to win their game, which they will. I don't think City are going to lose. I think they're going to win every game, including the one at the Etihad against Arsenal. I don't see City dropping points, but you just have to pray they will. Because we will. If we play like this, we've got some very tough games. I'm dreading the Newcastle game, knowing Chelsea, they're going to show up against us, and I hope not. But yeah, well, we're moving the ball around quite nicely at this present moment. I'm hoping we're just going to have another miracle moment like we did against Bournemouth. Aston Villa, header goes wide there from Saka. Oh, man, it's so stressful. It really is. I really didn't expect this to happen again. I thought that we'd moved on from this kind of mentality at this club, but this is taking me way back to kind of 2, 3, 4 seasons ago, where this was quite typical. This was quite usual for Arsenal to even have safe 2-goal leads, playing well, and just not holding on, just not pushing past that 2-0. Why are we not killing the game off with the third goal? And obviously, we've had great opportunities. We've had a penalty to make it 3-1, and Saka's put it wide, which is, I mean, you can't say anything about that. Yes, it's a poor penalty, but the fact he's stepping up and taking penalties in such a crucial part of the season, when we've got Jesus, who could easily be taking that, he's an older member of the squad, even though he's barely that much older. He's still, what is he, 26? You've even got someone like a Granit Xhaka or Jorginho's on the bench. Maybe we could have subbed in Jorginho and he could have taken it. He's a master of penalties. But yeah, missing that penalty, obviously we wouldn't have subbed him on it. I'm making it up as we go, really. It's very unfortunate that Saka's put that one wide, because that does kill the game, I think. At 3-1, I think West Ham just think, yeah, it's probably going to be too much. I don't really see West Ham scoring again right now, despite the fact they've been the better side since they scored the first goal. And to be fair to you guys, and I'm sure a lot of non-Arsenal fans are watching this as well, I'll be agreeing with what you're probably saying right now, that we don't deserve to win this game, just like we didn't against Liverpool. We deserved to lose against Liverpool. We got away with a point today. I'm not going to say we deserve to lose against this West Ham side today, but we haven't been better than them, not since we conceded. In the first 15, 20, 25 minutes, yeah, we blew them away and we could have killed the game off. And that is going to be, I think, what we look back on and cringe at. I just pray that somehow City are going to drop points. But with Haaland in the best form of his season, arguably, if he stays fit and stays scoring, I just don't see them dropping points. But the beauty is we can go to the Etihad and we can beat them. And that could be enough. So I'm not sitting here saying it's over, but I'm sitting here feeling very down, very disappointed, because we had a huge advantage, a 2-0 lead so early on in the game, but it really is the most dangerous scoreline, because if they score one goal, you know what happens. The momentum shifts. We can talk about individual players as we're going towards extra time here. I thought Partey wasn't his day today. Not a very good performance. It's his fault, really. The goal they got back, which was a penalty, but Partey just lost it in front of the box there. He tried to play it off as if it was handball, and despite them not showing the replay many times, which I think is weird, it didn't. It came off Rice's chest, I'm pretty sure, who might be wearing an Arsenal shirt next season. I'd love that. Declan Rice is just incredible. We've got a free kick in a good area here. But, yeah, I thought Partey had a bit of a rough game, and Jorginho's come on and, I mean, honestly, hasn't done much. We're going to see Ødegaard coming off here for Nketiah. This is Arteta throwing everything. I mean, at this point, a draw is still a lot better than losing, but we've got to go for the win. It does seem silly to just accept a point here. It's almost, I'd say, worth throwing everything at them and risking losing, because is 1 point enough today? No, but obviously it's better than nothing. But City fans and City players, City staff watching this will be licking their lips knowing. I think a lot of people know. They know. And I think I know. It's just so soon. We shouldn't be here right now. And I've been saying that for a long time now. We should just be so happy and grateful that our team is even here. What an achievement. The fact that we're winning the title against this machine that is Man City. But I don't want to sound like it's over, because it's not. Technically, it's not. We are still top of the league by 4 points with a draw. Holding. Oh, my God. I thought if I hit record, maybe I'd catch something live. It's 5 minutes added on, by the way. 5 minutes to be played here. We might still come up with a winner. It could still happen. We've got a lot of attacking players on the pitch. Other players that I wanted to talk about. I think Ødegaard's had a little bit of a poor second half here, giving away the ball a lot. Hasn't been himself. He was brilliant in the first 10, 15 minutes, scored his goal, of course. Jesus was spectacular in that first half, even when we were not losing, when we got pegged back, 1 goal. Jesus was everywhere. He would play it right back, and then he'd end up on the left wing, and then he might as well be... he might go up to Arteta before the game, like, where do you want me to play, boss? And Arteta just says, yes. Everywhere. Just go everywhere. Let's talk about holding. Holding. Obviously, we're a bit stuck because we don't have Saliba. I get that. I would rather Tomiyasu was playing at centre-back than Holding. I'd rather, Ben White would shift in and have Tomiyasu at right-back. Because Holding, to me, whilst he's more than capable to play against West Ham, he's just not Saliba, and we really miss the guy. There's a calmness that Big Willie brings to the team. Gabriel, mistake for the second West Ham goal. Kind of lost track of his man, and Nketiah's just... Oh, is that not a foul? Okay, ref. Well, we've got a chance here with 3 minutes to go. Oh, go on. No, we've lost it. Oh, it's not looking good, guys. I don't think there's going to be that last-minute moment, but I'm praying. I'm sitting here hoping that you guys... You'll be watching this and you'll know what's about to happen, and I'm sitting here creasing. Oh, my God, West Ham. Oh. Okay, offside. Okay, we have officially got 2 minutes to get down the pitch and score a winning goal. And I'm telling you, if we score a winner here, we'll win the league. Okay? I've said it. If we score here, we'll go on to win the league. It'll be written in the stars. We have to score here. Reece Nelson on the halfway line, passes it to Granit Xhaka, looks up, gives it over to White. This is it. We're not going to have another chance. We've got so many players forward. Here is Saka, who's had not his best game either, to be fair. Missed the penalty. Jorginho on this right side to Trossard. Ben White with the overlap. He gives it to Ben White. Ben White dinks it into the box. And Nketiah's not tall enough. He needs to be about 7'10". Nelson picks it up on the other side now. This is good. This is really good. Ball into the box. No one's there. Literally no one's there. Jorginho has passed it to Fabianski. Do you know what? There is still 90 seconds. They're going to take their time though, aren't they? We can have a quick word on West Ham before the end here. I think they've been very good today, actually. They don't look like a side battling relegation, but they did in the first 10, 15 minutes. They looked an absolute shambles. but they've really got themselves together. I like David Moyes. I don't think he'll be here next season. I think West Ham will probably find someone else, but I respect Moyes. I think he's done a great job at West Ham. Don't forget, it wasn't long ago that they were a top 7, top 6 side with Moyes at the helm, getting into Europe. Of course, this season has not gone that way. Declan Rice has been brilliant. Antonio leading the line. He's a nuisance. Bowen has probably been their best player, though. Paqueta, fantastic. Ben Rama scored the penalty. I don't see West Ham being in any trouble, but part of me hopes that they are in trouble because if they get relegated, we'll get Rice a lot cheaper, and he is my number one signing for the summer. We so desperately need a midfielder to come in. We really do. We get Lokonga back, but don't know about that. We've got a lot of older central midfielders now. Partey's going to be 30. Xhaka's 31. Jorginho's 31. Who am I missing? El Neni, he's 30. We definitely need to replace one or two of those players. This is it. Saka's got the ball on the right side. Pings it. Jorginho to Trossard. Is that it? Oh. This is bad, guys. This is really bad. It's full time, 2-2. A 2-0 lead given up. It was our own doing. We gave West Ham an entry into the game that we really shouldn't have. And we had a penalty that if we score and make it 3-1, it's game over. But instead we miss it. They go up the other side and score. And it's one of those things, guys. This is the reality of fighting for a title, and you cannot slip up when you've got a team like Man City right behind you. You can't. And we've slipped up 2 games in a row now. And I think all us Arsenal fans can be realistic and say, do you know what? If we don't go on to win the title and we look back at these results, we didn't deserve to. We haven't played good enough here. We had moments where we were, honestly, those first 10, 15 minutes, league winning football, just absolutely beautiful. And it looked like it was going to be 3-4, 5-0. But we've thrown it away just like we did against Liverpool, although I'd say Liverpool deserved to go on to win that game, whereas maybe a draw is a bit more fair here. Really, really tough. And it's a real shame because it could be that this is the turning point. If City go on to win their next game, it's 1 point. And of course, we do have the game against Man City. Is it next week or is it the week after? It's the 26th, right? So, yeah, I think it's probably going to be very tight, this. It's very simple, though. I think from here, we can't drop a single point because City are not going to stop winning. They're going to win every game. I feel like it's the Etihad game and that's it. So after 31 games, 74 points, we're 7 goals behind them as well on goal difference with Man City. 4 points behind us with a game in hand. Well, I believe we've secured Champions League football, so that's a nice thing to end on. And I believe we needed a win today for St. Totteringham's Day. I think we can all agree that we're going to beat Tottenham in the title, like in the Premier League this season. So that's done. It's not official yet, but it is, obviously. It's a slight positive, okay? Champions League football at the carpet next season. We've known it's coming for a while, but yeah, it is official. But we've been dealt a hammer blow. Really, really disappointing. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you prefer this, where maybe I'm watching the last few moments of a game and talking? Or do you like it when I do a proper review, bring up stats and all of that lovely stuff? Please do leave a comment. But ultimately, guys, it is 4 points dropped in the last 2 games. And with City in the form they're in, I would say it swung in their favour. I really do believe that, unfortunately. And I'm just being honest. I don't think Arsenal go on to win the title from here, but I really, really hope that that's not the case. I hope we don't drop any more points from now until the end of the season, and I hope we go to the Etihad and put in the best performance of our Emirates era. We have to. We have to.